This is the partypoker.net World Open 3. The highest ranked players are waiting for the deal to flop the nuts and shoot down some cowboys. This tournament has some of the most aggressive and exciting heats you'll ever see. Tonight we've got some real titans at the felt, so let's see who's competing for that semi-final place.
6 superstars take to the felt, and there's some heavy hitters in today.
I'm Ian Frazer, I'm from London. Come here to play poker today, and I'm feeling very good. The first person I see is Roland. I've had quite a bit of experience playing with him in the Premier League poker, so looking forward to rekindling my battle with him. What makes me a better player than everyone else? Because it's me and I've got the track record. I'm coming.
Hi, my name is Christoph Haller. I live in Vienna now, was born in Germany and play poker for the last 25 years. I just play the game I'm used to. I mean, I'm making money every year from poker, so I should be okay. The way I play, I'm a mathematician basically. I'm trying to adjust my strategies every time I play on opponents, looking at how many hands they play, how they play, do I pick up any tells. I mean, doing what everybody does.
Hi, I'm Mark Herron. I'm from Dorchester in the south of England. I've been playing for about 3.5 years. Played this event last year and got pretty unlucky in the heat, so I've got to come back and have another go this year. Although it's a very tough heat, it's also good in that I know most of the players that I'm in the heat with, so it's a bit easier than dealing with players that are unknown quantities.
I'm Anthony Lampitt. I'm 21 years old from Wolfe in Worcestershire. I've been playing poker about 18 months now, and honestly, I'm just starting to establish myself on the big scene. I've been doing well on the internet, and this is my second big tournament. I'm looking forward to it a hell of a lot. Win or lose, it's going to be a great occasion. I'm sure of that, definitely sure of that. I'm inexperienced compared to the other players. They're not going to have a clue how I play at all. So I'm kind of the quiet one on the table.
My name's Theo Dalton. I'm from Mill Hill. I've been playing 4 years and I'm really up for this. Well, I'm expecting to win, otherwise I wouldn't be paying the money to enter. I've got a very aggressive table, so I'm going to let them get on with it and see if I can pick up a few hands, steal a few pots and play from the end.
My name's Roland. I'm 27. I'm from London. I've been playing poker for a while and I'm looking forward to this afternoon's event. I don't have any tactics, I just play it by ear. It's just a pleasure to be back with Ian and co. The reason I might appear to be better than anyone else is because I'm just pure luck. I'm the luckiest player going.
This is one of those poker tables you dream about watching, not playing on it. It's a different story. Full throttle, full on. What a lineup. It's going to be knock down and drag out Greekfish. We've got some of the top players, not only in Europe, but the world at this table.
What an amazing lineup here, Jesse. I mean, it's going to be a fantastic game here.
Well, there's Ian Frazer. He's won this tournament before. He's probably the most successful player in the history of this format. He's won about $1 million in this one-table format, and he's taken on Roland Wolfe, who by all accounts is the hottest poker player in the world right now. Chips on this table, of course. Yellow's worth 1,000, blues are 2, reds 5K apiece. There's 600,000 in tournament chips on this table, 100,000 per player.
Tell you what, Jesse, I can't wait to see who makes the run-in in this heat. I mean, we've got aggressive styles and, you know, opposite sides of the table here.
Well, Greekfish, I mean, we were just talking before the heat, and I said, you know, do you think that Frazer and Wolfe are going to go at it? You said you think they might stay away from each other.
That's right, yeah, because everyone's expecting them to fight together, so I think they're going to do the complete opposite. And this guy here, Marky, he could definitely mix it up.
Yeah.
Cool.
Lines 1 and 2,000, and Lampitt, first hand, setting indication he's looking to play flops. This might be the kind of game where you're forced to pay a little bit of a limper's tax.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Cool.
And also, he's the dark horse. I mean, no one knows nothing about him, Jesse, this Anthony Lampitt.
Well, we're 3 away for the first hand, 6,000 in there. Frazer's got sort of the nicest looking hand right now.
But is he to know that, though, Jesse?
He might know it now.
Alright, that's
Check.
pretty much
Check.
missed everyone. Frazer's
Check.
got a pair of 6s here. Bit too early to get involved yet, Jesse.
Well,
I think he knows now.
4,000.
He comes that far in.
I mean, Ian
Pass.
is the kind of guy who is not scared to mix it up.
Pass.
He's had so much success here at Greekfish, and I know his philosophy is he doesn't mind getting knocked out first if it means he's going to have a chance to win it.
I'd have one of them
He
as
said
well.
Greekfish
Ain't too much trouble.
Roland is focused and looking to play his A game.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think he's going to start this way anyway. He may change
Cool.
a little later.
Pass.
After he gets his nose cracked.
Raise to 8,000
I'll tell you what, I've been surprised, hasn't he, Lampitt?
Pass.
I mean, he's come to play, Jesse.
Pass.
He's
Pass.
linked in under done with the fours. Roland has made
9 ends?
a small raise. Yeah.
Cool.
Frazer's commenting.
He don't miss a trick. Doesn't miss a trick.
We head up here to Wolfe, the aggressor.
You remember last week, Jesse, these fours? Who was it who made their set on the flop? Twice.
I do remember that. I have no idea who it was, but I do remember it.
See, Roland will take this away from Lampitt now if he doesn't bet.
Well, that's the question.
No thousand.
That's a nice bet. Roland's trying to get a read here.
Cool.
Ooh,
Insta-call from the Wolfe.
that's right. He's called to bluff the turn.
And how is Lampitt feeling?
Lampitt's feeling, oh my dear, what am I going to do now? And a scare card on the board now.
Well, yeah, and the Wolfe
Check.
does have a
Checked it.
spade. Now, what's better here? Should the Wolfe try? Is he going to
exact-
take it away?
That's exactly why he called in the first place, to take it away now. He's trying to get a feel for his player now, saying, why is he checked?
I just wonder if Lampitt may get stubborn with this.
No, it's not silly.
Look at that.
That's a nice play by the Wolfe.
13,000.
Well played, Roland. If you have a look at the way he's put this bet in, he's mixed these chips up, all different colours, makes it look like a bigger bet than what it is. And he's put a nice bet to ask the question.
Lampitt's got that dumbstruck feeling about him.
He's made his mind up already, Jesse. He's not calling this.
What have I got myself into? It was all fun and games while I was betting and they were folding, but now I'm facing Roland the Wolfe. Oh, yes.
Pass.
Well played, Roland. I mean, that's what makes him a class player, Jesse. I mean, he called with every intention of bluffing on the turn. Good read.
It was, and the Wolfe, with that one pot, takes the chip lead. It's just,
That's the difference, Jesse. He's played his one pot, he's won it with the worst hand. And he'll be feeling good now. Wait a little bit longer.
I am Roland de Wolfe. I'm European #1 and UK #1. The only player to win a World Poker Tour, European Poker Tour. It's nice to be classed highly, but you keep having to prove yourself, and there's no let up, and you can never sit back and think what you've achieved. So you always have to keep pushing yourself, trying to improve and keep getting better. I don't really find it stressful. I enjoy what I do. I'm very privileged, really privileged to lead the lifestyle that I do. Freedom and the success at the top gives you more free time and better quality of life, so I don't really find it stressful. I want to get better, take my game to new levels. I think I can get like twice as good and more than I am now. I'm still relatively new, and if I can harness the areas that I'm not good at, then I can be really successful. But my advantage is that, you know, I can intimidate people and manipulate certain situations within the game. My family are pretty proud of what I've achieved in the game. You know, it's good to get high up in anything that you do. You know, that's a competitive sport, so they're pretty pleased. My mum gets every bit of newspaper clippings or magazines, and I think she's saving them one day till when I retire. But no, my family always watch me on TV, always telling me that I'm looking fat. On the telly, the camera adds £10.
We're in things whether we're going to get off or not.
You can't be scared to go out, Jesse, in these formats. You've got to try to win them from the start.
I was winning $26,000 in a 5-10 Oldham game,
Good luck
Pass.
and I couldn't get out.
Pass.
You serious?
He's telling the truth as well,
Raise
Jesse.
to
I've heard the
6,000.
story. I've heard the story.
Pass. Cool.
Ordinarily, there's taxes.
Not all
outside.
Caribbean islands are the same, are they?
Oh, it was fantastic.
Dog free.
You've never seen a 5-10 game like that in your life. There was 40,000 people in the middle.
Just nobody.
Roland's
just went
raised
on
for
and
the
on
button
and on
here,
and
and
on.
Haller's called with the face
Then all of a
cards.
sudden I got up again.
And it is Christoph who's hit. We're going to see DeWolf's escape techniques here.
You are, because Roland knows how to get away very easily.
So did the other fella.
7,000. Raised to 20.
Wow.
This is great from Haller.
It
He's
is.
led to look weak, and he's actually very strong.
Roland soon he will figure this out.
Has Roland fallen into a trap here?
No, he's just trying to take the pot now. He's going to soon realise that he's a mile behind there, and no more money will go in from Roland.
Re-raise.
There's not really any draws on this board, are there?
30,000 more.
No, there's nothing there. Roland will make this look good and fold. If you like, this is the Wolfe's one and only fault here.
You're basically all
He
in.
wants to win every pot he's in. He's just committed a lot of chips to this pot now.
Love the
See
way
if I
Haller's
want to have a go or not. Not a good piece, isn't it?
He's got a good piece of it, Jesse. On their glasses, obviously.
There is some history between these guys.
Do you have a 2-pair? Good luck.
Pass.
2 pair. Deuce was good there. And you know what? Haller knows it. I mean,
Haller knew where he was. He'd come in with a re-raise.
yeah.
I'll tell you what, the Wolves put some chips into that pot now.
See, the funny thing, I mean, Christoph, he is the kind of guy, people give him action because he gives a lot of action, isn't it?
That's right. And his bands get paid off
Ace
with a
queen,
hand.
good.
Pair of kings, I think he's up against. Yeah.
I can't see, the Wolf re-raising there trying to take the pot away.
After the tournament, I'll be long gone, mate.
He's already...
There's no prize for coming second, only one can make it through to the semi-final. Join us for more action after the break.
Blinds up to 2 and 4,000. The first level, of course, just a little bit of romance between the players, perhaps. Nobody got in it too deep. No broken hearts as of yet, Greekfish.
No, they're feeling each other out still. And Haller's come out firing all the time, and he's got a nice chip lead at the moment.
I do get the feeling, though, that either Haller's going to take out DeWolf or DeWolf's going to take out Haller.
Yeah, they're going to be fighting.
All right.
Herron's come in with a pair of 7s here,
Yeah.
and Dalton's announced raise.
30 to play.
30,000.
That's a big raise.
That is big.
Tyson's made a big raise here.
Well, it's the second time that Herron's raised his big blind. The first time he called, and he's thinking, I'm not doing that again.
That's right. It's going to be hard for Mark to do anything. He must chuck this away.
But does Herron know that Dalton perhaps a little bit wounded? He's a short stack.
No, I think Mark is going to give him the respect.
Wow. And that is what Dalton's capable of.
That's right.
His moves, he can make moves
So what
like
you been
this.
up to,
He'll
Ian?
get away with them because
Money.
his image.
It's a massive raise. You think about this stage, 30,000.
I have to
He's
I have
committed
to
to the
sleep my head
pot.
to the side.
He
My
loses
nose
that. I
touches
mean,
the
he's down to
ceiling, yeah.
65,000, Jesse. His time is spot on there.
I mean, to make that
thing
kind
is
of
that
raise,
right? Is
Greekfish,
Andy
you have to
Greekfish
pretty
your
much be
boyfriend?
confident that the man does not have a higher ace, or you're taking that chance. Because
Well,
you're saying you're willing to gamble.
Well, Theo, he's got a good read on people. And he's been here before, let's not forget. He made the right read there. Mark had to lay down. Mark in 147 couldn't gamble with the 7s, and now he's been rewarded with Ice Queen.
Raise to 12,000.
And Lampitt's gone in his shell a little bit here, isn't he, after that beat?
Did you see that? Dalton folded the Queen Jack suited there.
Straight away.
You know, some people would say that Marky's on the steam raise, but no, he wasn't. He had the real
Cody.
cards.
Yeah?
Seems to happen, that, Jesse.
He's a very nice
Happens a
player.
lot.
He's not scally.
I mean, Mark is an up-and-coming player. In the next few years, you're going to see a lot of him, Jesse.
Oh,
Yeah, no, I'm
Keep
hearing
him
his
down a
name.
bit.
I mean, his father's very well known on the
didn't
scene as well, I believe.
Yeah, he's a lovely guy. Name's also
You know
great
what you're
guy.
playing anyway, I don't need to sit.
yeah. I might as well be playing mine up.
You can see Haller there. He went to the beauticians this morning, had his eyebrows
Don't do
done, all prepared for his TV stint. the Wolf could do with Catch the Beauticians, couldn't he, Jesse?
There's a funny, it's a true story about Christoph.
You take the flop and bet the 10.
He went and had his eyebrows down.
And you'll find.
I bet
A little
5
bit
in
thick
the
they
dark
were.
then.
Right, cool.
Frazer's just
Should we bet on the next card now? Do
they're going to bet on the flop before the flops come.
you want to bet the next card?
Frazer's
It's a-
intimidating him here, Jesse.
I mean, the Wolf has bet out, and the Frazer's called in the dark. Is that what happened?
I think that's that Frazer bet out, I think.
And now the Wolf's hit it.
Yeah, the Wolf's in front.
It doesn't.
What's happened here? Has Frazer gotten buffaloed?
Hard man to get rid of.
Do these guys have any idea what's going on, or is this a battle of egos?
It's a battle of egos here.
That's a blank then.
Oh, Frazer, put it in. Come on the razor.
You don't want to be here. Is he worried that the Wolf might have an ace? Is that why he thinks he might have to bet?
Well, I mean, it's an absolute terrifying board, isn't
The
it? So,
razor.
I mean, the Wolf could put him on any of that. He can't beat too much,
You
can
got
he?
me, I think, ain't you?
Got me, I think. So now he's going to put a bet in.
How much would
Clock.
get you to pass?
Clock. Go all in, I'll pass.
Good bet.
Well, that'll do.
Oh,
Well done,
my.
the Frazer.
How did he? I did
was a
not
narrow
think the
escape
Wolf
for
was
you there.
folded.
No, he's
He hasn't
got
said,
a read in him,
I think
Jesse.
you've got me, then I'll probably call.
See, the verbal done it there, Jesse.
Wow.
What will it take for you to
Hold on.
fold, he says.
Done nothing wrong there.
That was gutsy by Ian.
Well played in.
That's his middle name.
Thank you, the Wolf.
Who's
Well done,
afraid of the big bad Wolf? Certainly not Ian
way,
Frazer.
Looking at this, I mean, Frazer's out in front now with 119,000.
Yeah.
Haller just behind.
And, I mean, Lampitt had a decent first level, but he's just fallen off the pace a little bit. You're wondering.
Yeah, I think he's realised now he's playing some very good players, and the Wolves took him off his game a little bit with that rise.
That's when I knew.
This is the sort of hand he values now. King 10,
Mind you, he's got a right
puts in a
hand
big
on him.
rise.
It's a heavy
He's got those
splash.
things on his fingers.
Doesn't want to call.
What? No.
Seen him?
What are the factors
Right
that
one's big,
influence
left
one
one.
to play
Oh,
from
that's
there?
Well, the Wolf just wants to put his authority on the table.
It's fine.
And
Yeah.
done a nice raise there to take that down, just to let everyone know I'm here and I'm here to play. And he's got that cocky image, hasn't he?
Oh,
I
he
mean,
is so
I need a PA.
confident.
What do you think, Ian?
full
Fancy
of
it?
No, I
confidence.
think you do all right on your own. I think if you had a PA, they'd get in the way.
Lampitt's poker team.
Well,
Who else is on that prestigious?
All and
I mean,
sundry.
what's great, sometimes,
That prestigious.
these
list.
top players, they play so often, they play so many tournaments, and every once in a while you see them, they're a little off form, and but the great thing is that both Frazer and the Wolf, they seem to
sure?
be on
You
great
sure?
form, which is great for everybody, because if you beat them today, you know what you've done is taken down a champion playing a champion game.
Yeah, if anyone
Don't
beats them
upset the
today,
Wolf.
they'd expect to go on and maybe win this whole event.
There's some bravery going on here.
Lampitt's got busy from the button. Has he lost his plot?
Well, he's mixing it up a little bit. Well,
He made it 12,000 and the
just
Wolf
3
called
diamonds.
quickly, yeah.
Well, I'm just thinking Frazer's folded 3-6 of diamonds here.
12.
That's a nice bet. And the Wolf must have a think about
Yep.
this now. There's
I'm
no
with you, son.
diamond in his hand. He's just called.
I mean, I think the Wolf's gonna eat him for dinner.
Well, depends if another diamond comes. If another diamond comes, you can see the Wolf stealing this.
Oh, Lampitt's hit 3 nines!
Oh dear. The Wolf's checked.
12.
12,000.
That's a please call bet.
Yeah.
The Wolf obliges.
He went from in front to way behind, and
I think the Wolf's going to bet out on the river no matter.
how much trouble's the Wolf in?
I think he's going to be betting now. He wants to put a stopper bet in. He's checked it. Now, does he know where he is, Lampitt?
30.
13 is pretty small. It's a get paid bet. Now Roland's just sussed this out.
Don't like it. There's too much in there.
Yeah.
Go on. Now you've got a massive hand.
You're right.
Yeah. Other card? Nice.
Is that what you're raising when he's thinking? Oh dear.
Yeah, a bit of backwards motion for the Wolfe, and was it good stuff from Lampitt there?
He's mixed it up and he got lucky, but I'll tell you what, watch what happens now.
Good answer.
That's the last thing you wanted to do, put Roland the Wolfe in that sort of trouble. And now Roland's really short stacked. He's only got 43,000, Jesse.
Anthony was tired of slipping away. He decided to make his mark, caught the card, and now he's chip leader.
Oh my dear. I'll tell you what, I'll cut and run here and there, Jesse. He better stay quiet for a little while now, I'll tell you.
What are the chances that the Wolfe is going to play this next pot?
It's every chance. I think you might see him play the next 4 out of 5 if he's still in. Everyone's folded, they'll know, look. Yeah. King 2 suited.
King Dewey.
And he's with... Oh, look at this. Frazer's played this well. Look at it. He's just checked it down.
Well, if the king comes, it's just all over, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. He knows it as well. He's thinking Roland's very unpredictable after... Oh, look at this, Jesse. He's... Oh, dear. Can it get any worse? I mean, the 2 kings left in the deck have both flopped.
Yeah.
Be careful.
I mean, it's a complete cold deck.
Oh.
Well, there's just no way the money's not going to go in.
It's got to go in now. I mean, you know, either of the players don't think the other player's got a king now. How can they? Oh. Goodbye, Roland.
Roland thinks he's trapping Frazer. Frazer thinks he's trapping the Wolfe.
Oh, dear.
Frazer's got the real hand. The ace kicker plays unless the deuce comes.
Oh, dear.
Well, now Roland's drawn dead.
Good night.
Come on.
Taxi for Roland.
Yeah, for those of you watching in black and white, Roland the Wolfe is about to get colored up.
Oh, dear. Impossible to get away from.
Went check on the turn. I mean,
They're both trapping each other.
is there any way that Frazer is not going to get all the money in here? And the Wolfe's checked the river as well.
I can't believe that.
17.
He might have smelt a rat. He has to do that, yeah.
I got the nuts. Nearly.
Wow.
Taxi for Roland.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
You can't blame him there, can you, Jesse?
Well, there's just no way out, is
Well,
there? I mean, 2 players in a pot. They both flop 3 kings, and Roland the Wolfe has just been taken down. And Greekfish, it went bam, bam. There was a bit unlucky, actually.
That's a cold deck. I mean, for the 2 kings to come out on the flop and they've both got a king in their hand. I mean,
Cheers, people. Good luck, everyone.
his phenomenal record in these 6-handed events continues, doesn't it, Jesse?
I mean, I've seen Roland knock himself out of tournaments before, but this time the deck just dished him. Disaster. Well, it was a blind on blind, and they were both leading the way here. 3 kings on the flop apiece, but the kicker for Frazer turned into a full house, and that's done to Wolfe.
They just got better and better for you. And do you know what? Now he's took Roland out. I mean, he's got to be a very, very hot favourite.
I flopped trips, and Ian Fraser's got a full house, and he's betting at me. And there's 100 hands he can be betting with, and one of them beats me and 99 don't, and he's got the 1, and I've got the second best hand. So because it's 98 hands that I'm going to beat and 1 hand that I don't, I have to play it. And yeah, these situations where there's a small chance that you'll beat and there's a massive chance that you're good do occur. So, you know, on to the next.
As the flop, turn and river come crashing down, so can these players' dreams of becoming world champion. We'll be back for more action after the break.
Welcome back to the action at the partypoker.net World Open 3. Lines now 2 and 4,000. And Haller not happy with his holdings.
Raise.
Marky Mark raising it up.
11,000.
Now that's a good raise. If you look at this raise, you know, it's enough to say if you've got nothing, you cannot call. You've got to throw the hand away.
Cool.
Cold call with the better ace by Lampitt on the button.
Does he know that though, Jesse? That's the thing. If he misses the flop, then what?
It's a good point, because
Mark could come with a continuation bet no matter.
I wonder what's going through Mark Herron's mind right now. Oh, he's hit the piece out flop the ace jack.
Surprises me there. And this is good. Lampitt's taking his time to have a good think about this.
See, I just think that Herron's problem is that he knows Lampitt's a wild card, Greekfish. He doesn't want to do his money in the pot like this.
Wow.
He could just fold, couldn't he?
Look at this. Well played, Marky.
That's gutsy.
There's Marky 147, not messing around now. I thought he might do this, Jesse.
25 more.
Well played. And it's an impossible call now for Lampitt.
Jeez.
That's the difference, Jesse. That's the difference.
It looked like check. What has Herron picked up here? What is he thinking?
Well, he picked saying cut because he checked. I thought he'd make a continuation bet, and he checked it, and that's why he was checking it to make a check raise.
Such a strong play.
And Lampitt's got to sit here and think, you know, he cannot call anyway. It's impossible for him to put any more chips in.
I mean, how does Herron know that Lampitt doesn't have a queen?
He doesn't. He's got a read on him, and that's that. What a good bet.
I don't know.
What a great bet.
I mean, it was, as we've said, it's somewhere between genius and suicide there. I mean, if Lampitt had a queen, he was going down, wasn't he?
Oh, Marky 147. Well played. Well played, sir.
You bet anything? Do you bet anything that comes down?
Do I bet anything?
What a brave bet, Jesse. You think about that. Big raise.
I just wonder if it all came down to the fact that Herron was thinking, well, if he had anything, he would have raised me before the flop.
Well, not only that, the bet was strange. I think it was 12,000 bet. There's a little bit of a, you know, a scary bet, small bet.
Jeez.
And Marty's picked something up there.
That's a very strong statement from Herron.
Yeah, Herron, you know, he's been here before. That's what I said. He's a good player. Frazer coming out with 10s here.
6,000 more, and quick call from Haller in the big. He's got position and 2 cards he likes for sure.
Yeah, but notice Frazer not over betting the pot here. Betting enough to get away from if he faces a re-raise.
20 grand in there.
How's that raise, queen, king, queen?
He's still trying to find out about the hand before it, Jesse.
What? These two aren't sending each other Christmas cards right now. And that's dangerous.
Yeah, Frazer didn't want to see the ice on the board there. And Haller's going to try and represent it by the looks of things.
7,000.
That's a small bet. Frazer could just call here. I don't think he wants to commit too many chips by re-raising. I think he might call this.
I mean, in Ian's head, he clearly thinks that Haller is not calling him with nothing.
Yeah. No, Ian's got a read on people. He's sitting there just having to work out what he's going to do now. But I think, you know, if he calls it, it's not such a bad play. He's going to dump it. Yeah, he's dumping it.
Give you benefit of doubt.
And do you know what, Ian? That's well done. He even showed him the 10s there.
Did you show him?
Well, I mean, Haller's gotten away with one, but I just wonder, Greekfish, it came down to the fact that Frazer had in his mind before that Haller wasn't going to call him with rags, that Haller was calling him with something, and the ace just was scary.
Yeah, it was scary, but notice Ian lost 6,000 chips. He never committed any more chips than that.
Well, I guess so, but at the end of the day, shouldn't he have just bet the flop? I mean...
Well, everyone plays differently, and we can't tell him how to play these sort of events. His record's unbelievable. He knows exactly what he's doing. Haller's come with a game plan, Jesse.
Yeah, he certainly has.
Nice.
And there's Theo making moves.
12,000.
That's a nice bet.
Plus.
King Jack suited, nice hand. And he knows it's unlikely he's going to face any better hands behind him.
I mean, Christoph, Tyson's coming in. He's nearly back up to even as Theo. He's everything. I would say everything going according to script right now for Dalton.
Yeah. And he ain't had no monster hands. He ain't picked up any monsters.
You call one an ace, it's a turn, then you don't know where do you start.
Yeah.
Ian, Frazer started up a conversation with Haller. I'm just thinking, Greekfish. I mean, these are two guys. I mean, Haller, of course, very well known on the European scene, but I wouldn't be surprised if Frazer and him have never run into each other. They don't really move into those same circles. I mean,
no, they would have heard of each other, but they haven't played together before, I don't think.
So, I mean,
they would have heard about each other's reputation, and you could be sure that Haller would be terrified of Frazer when the chips go in.
Check blind.
I wouldn't be surprised if they know very little about each other. What the heck's going on here?
Lampitt's trying to get some form of read, yeah.
I think he's already... Has he already checked? I think he probably has. Herron just limped in with the deuce 4. Herron is determined to play as many flops as possible with Lampitt.
Yeah.
Check.
I think he feels he's the better player, and he could outplay him.
Well, he has so far.
It's early days yet.
And Herron does have the best hand right now with the deuces.
Check.
What I like about this, they don't want to get any money involved. They're not risking no chips, you know.
You can't really blame them, can you? It's a deuce 4 and a 5-6 for crying out loud.
So it's 2 pair now, and he's hoping that he's running to something. And it's, you know, when you're in that position, Jesse, you know, to win any sort of pot gives you that little confidence boost, and you know, it does wonders for later on.
Lampitt is really leaning away from Mark. I mean, I'm sure he doesn't smell. It's just a table image thing.
Looking at that leaderboard, Frazer's still out in front there with 137,000, and Herron's just come up the rail there, Jesse, of 132, and Haller just behind also.
Yeah, but look at those bet frequencies. I mean, 31%, anything over 30% is very active.
Yeah, yeah, and Mark Herron's getting started now. I expected this, to be honest with you.
Anything over 30% is very active, and anything over 40% is reserved for Roland the Wolfe alone.
Raise.
Perhaps Monkey Harris when he's in form. I don't know.
Herron coming in with 5-6 here.
Yeah, he's the guy who's taken over.
Yeah.
And in fact, slowly, he's actually kind of running over this table.
Well, this is what he's capable of, Jesse, you know, and I know this. I mean, if they let him get away with this, all of a sudden he's going to have a big chip lead.
It's just what we saw with Ian Woodley. It's all those little pots that it looks like, well, nobody's got cards. The guy who's in there just dogging and dogging. I mean,
well, if no one else wants them, I'll have him. That's what he's saying.
Yeah, that's going to accrue. You know, that means when he does take that gamble, he's going to have 50,000 extra chips to play with.
That's exactly right, Jesse. And after 41 hands, he's chip leader, and he's where he wants to be.
You think of it, he hasn't picked up Boo yet. In fact, the biggest hand he's had is the 7s, and he laid them down to the re-raise.
Yeah.
All yours, sir.
Any more hands, Haller's busy as well. I mean, don't...
Well, I think they've all got a game plan, and it's working out for all of them at the moment. It's a shame we lost Roland so early.
Well, I guess so. I mean, we got a few shots in. Anyway.
Whatever we say about Roland, he's a great entertainer.
This is very close to the end of the second level, and we just look at the moods here. I mean, right now the smiles on the faces of Haller and Herron. Yes, they are the chip leaders.
Raise 12,000.
There's Theo mixing it up again. King Queen. Nice little raise.
Yeah, Frazer's, well, he smells something.
He's having a think about this, Ian is.
You know he hates the ace. He hates
He
the
don't like
ace.
the kicker. Frazer doesn't like ace 3. Everyone values hands differently. You know, this is not a hand he's in love with.
But is he thinking that, well, the real decision is can Dalton call a re-raise, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
Well, he wouldn't be calling, would he? He wouldn't.
Well, he couldn't be, could he?
Can Dalton call a re-raise?
I don't think he can. Ian's just trying to work out what to do while he's counting out these chips. He's thinking and looking, and he's made the rise.
27,000 in total.
This has the feel of a momentum stealer.
Yeah, but who's in front though? Frazer's in front. He's made the right read again, Jesse.
15. 16.
I mean, he knows his ace is good, obviously.
I mean, I think Dalton's a
Wow,
little.
he's cool.
Theo's a little stronger than he needs to be here. I mean,
well, Ian would be putting him on a big hand now.
yeah.
I mean,
It's a great call by Dalton. He's in position, Greekfish.
Yeah.
If he hits the king or queen, Frazer could do a lot.
wow.
I think Ian's looking a little slippery.
And he's missed.
Hmm.
He's got a 10 for a straight.
Check.
That's been checked out.
Yeah. Who missed the bet?
Wow.
You cannot leave that money behind. There's 58,000 in
That's
there.
too much in
Get
there.
your cookies moving.
He's going to have a shot at this, Frazer.
He don't like it. He does not like
Yeah,
it.
but he has to. He's got 58,000 in the middle. He has to have a shot.
23,000.
Yeah, he's got to face his wife and kids after this. He can't say he left 58,000 in the pot.
That's right. If Tyson could find the raise here, I mean, it'd be a world-class play, wouldn't it? You can't blame him for throwing it away.
Well, he got a free card out of it.
Well, yeah, I mean,
And if he had hit anything, he would have,
and that was the last hand of the level, Jesse.
Well, Frazer, he knuckled it once, but not the second time. He pulled it out of the fire and took the money.
Okay.
2 levels in the books, and Frazer on the backs of nothing but a raggedy old ace-3 chip leader. Well, Dalton's chip stack has dictated that he get busy, and he has been knocking his way back up a little bit. 1, 2 in
Pass.
a row here.
16.
Raise to 16,000
I wonder
total.
if this is dangerous.
Well, it could be now because these, it's 3 or 4 times he's raised, and well, Ian Frazer's got a pair of 8s there.
Yeah, I mean,
That's not a huge hand, though. I mean, looking at it from Ian's point of view, he's thinking, it's only a pair of 8s.
but he's also thinking Dalton's raised like 4 out of the last 5 hands.
Yeah, but he knows that Dalton's a pretty tight player, and I think he's going to give him the respect here. I mean, how far do you go with a pair of 8s?
Pass.
No way!
No, I agree with it. It's a good fold.
Call.
It just shows you a pair of 6s by
Pass.
Haller. He's going to try and catch his 7-to-1 shot.
Yeah, Frazer laid down the 8s, but a Haller going to peel out the flop with the 6s, and this could go either way.
Well, let me explain that to you. The reason Frazer laid them 8s down, he's thinking at best I'm up against 2 overcards, and I don't want a coin flip at this stage. And Dalton's flopped a straight draw here.
Check.
He's got to bet it.
Well, Haller can't
18.
think these 6s are good now with them 2 overcards. And that's a brilliant bet. Fantastic bet. I think he's willing to commit his chips here.
Oh, I think he has to be.
And how can he call? Haller's going to have a good think about this, but them 6s look like trash now, Jesse.
Oh, he's having a long look at Theo.
Well, he's thinking, what's he raised with? I mean, if he's raised with 2 big cards and he's obviously hit the flop, if he had a pocket pair, it's obviously bigger than mine. What can I beat? So I mean, have a good dwell up about it and then throw it away. Good bet, Theo. Well done.
Pass.
Give the money to the man.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. It was the continuation. That
Well
done
done.
it.
Yeah, Tyson Theo Dalton now he's changing gears, as you can see. He's back up to some, what's his chip stat now? 109,000. So he's
Wow.
back in, Jesse.
He's won 50,000 without turning cards over.
Oh, he's done well. Look at that, 109,000 now. And for the people who thought he was just going to dwindle away, well, there you go. That's what he's made of, Jesse. He's got that in his armour. He could change gear at any time. He's just proved he's here to win.
It's been a great level so far for Theo Dalton. He's moved from 5th up into 3rd. Is it time for him to just take the foot off the pedal?
I can absolutely assure you that's exactly what he's going to do now.
So halfway through this 3rd level, and it has been all Theo Dalton. But Lampitt's in the big blind right now, and a couple of trends going on. Frazer has raised this blind at every opportunity. And the other thing, I just wonder, does Lampitt have to start doing something different?
Well, it's a little bit early for him to start getting worried about it. But, I mean, he's going to have to start
Pass.
playing a few hands now. Make a stand somewhere.
Pass.
They folded round.
Call.
Might be limping with a 4-7 now. And maybe that was a mistake by Lampitt not raising now.
They're ganging up on him.
Yeah, he's got a terrible hand, hasn't he? Jack 3 looks awful.
He must feel like the walls are closing in a little bit. You know, he's
You need some hands as well, Jesse. I mean, from here it's very easy for us to say you should raise. But you mean Jack 3, he's got to think he's behind, you know? Take a free flop. And that's even worse for him. I mean, from his position, look at that, 3 spades. I mean, what's he going to do?
Check.
Yeah, this is going to get a little bit itchy. I wonder if Herron's going to try and steal here.
I think that's what probably happened. I mean, that jack, let's give him 2 pair now.
7,000.
Great news for Lampitt. The perfect card for him.
Well, now he's got to be raising, Jesse, because if he puts Herron on a draw, he's got to stop him drawing. I mean, he must think his jacks and threes are good here. He must have a little raise up here.
Raise to 16.
And that's a good raise. That's just enough to say, listen, I've got some of this. You know, what are you going to do?
Herron can't call.
Well, he can't. I mean, not unless he's calling to bluff on the river, no matter. I mean, Herron's got chips. He doesn't need to do anything silly like this now. You can just have a good think about it, make yourself look like he's got a big decision, and then throw it away. Very simple. Look, he's counting up here. You see this? While he's doing this, though, Jesse, the important thing is trying to read his opponent. We can't see that from here, but that's what he's trying to do, get a read. That's the correct fold and a great bet by Lampitt. He's put himself back in now.
Yeah, didn't overcommit, showed the interest, didn't give the free card, and took the money.
Had to do it.
Yeah.
Wow, it's getting a good eat, this, Jesse, isn't it? They've all got this in their armoury now. You can see that, you know, no one's going to dwindle away. They're all trying to win this.
I mean, Lampitt, the short stack there, but he's got more than he started with 101,000. He is fine.
Well, he's a machine operator. He's gone and played the satellite at his friend's house. He's won the money to play this event, and all of a sudden he's playing against these fantastic players. I mean, he's doing himself justice as well, Jesse.
Yeah, he is. He really is.
His nickname is Loopy.
Raise to 16,000 total.
He is a bit loopy.
Yeah.
Pass.
Is this
Pass.
raise from Haller just sort of a keep your toe in the water raise? I haven't raised in a while, haven't won a pot. I've been losing chips, and baby, I'm here.
He's just saying, look, I'm here, don't forget I'm here. Keep you on your toes. He knows, you know, every time it goes around, he wants to try and take one pot to maintain his chips, you know? Eventually, hands will come to all these players. Big hands,
yeah, he raised with nothing last time. Now has the hooks.
Yep. And will he get a bit of respect here, or they think he's trying to put his hand in a cookie jar again?
Pass.
Nope.
Maybe a bit of advertising would be good here.
10,000 on Frazer.
And he's got nothing. See, Haller should show this hand if Frazer folds here, which I'm pretty sure he will. Well, he definitely will now.
I'm going to be in big trouble.
Pass.
Show the jacks, get some respect.
I've done it once, huh?
I just think the best player. Oh, you're
There
right.
you go.
You're absolutely right.
Well, you know why? Because he's been doing it with absolute filth. So now he wants to show the table that he's actually a good man.
Welcome back to the poker at the partypoker.net World Open 3.
And he's certainly going to be raising there. Doesn't want no one limping in.
What's the odds of that, eh?
Raise to 16,000 total.
Same hand.
What was last week, or?
Same hand as last time. Exactly the same.
Wow. Lampitt hasn't said anything, but he means business. Although, has Frazer talked him into calling rather than re-raising? I wonder.
Frazer has got the advantage here. If no ace hits the board, Frazer will make it into a continuation bet and take it down, I would say.
This could be a little treacherous. You can see Frazer had his eyes not on the board, but on Lampitt.
Well, Frazer must bet now, because he's got the straight draw worse-wise. And that's what he's thinking now. It's like a semi-bluff. He's thinking, if I have a little bet now, I could take the pot now.
Check.
I mean, I wonder if he's just thinking, geez, this kid's got something, or else he wouldn't have called me.
Well,
oh, what a card!
As I said to you, Jesse, it's like a semi-bluff. He's made the straight. Now he's got a check, hasn't he?
Unfortunate for Lampitt here. He's made his pair, and Frazer's got the nuts. It'd be very tough for Frazer to check here, wouldn't it?
I don't know. He might play this very weak if he puts a small enticing bet in here, just to get called and to get something.
12,000.
Oh, that's a great bet. I mean, 12,000 into a 38,000 pot. I mean, that's saying please call me or please raise me.
I feel a little bad for Lampitt here. I mean, he's
Cool.
Yeah, but now he knows that he's got some of it. Frazer's just found out that he's got some of this and he could get some more money out of him. And that's a good card for Frazer.
well, yeah, he's got the nuts. Queen would have been a better card.
How's he going to get paid? I mean, it's a 62,000 pots. I mean, up to 20,000 he's going to get paid off, I think, yeah.
I mean, has Lampitt done much wrong? Greekfish, I guess he could have raised before the flop. I mean, this kind of happens to you sometimes if you don't commit with the hands, doesn't it?
Yeah,
But
yeah, he could have raised before the flop, but
he's been a bit unlucky, hasn't he?
You've got to remember who he's playing. He's given a lot of respect to Ian Frazer, and he's a bit worried by him. I mean, you can't blame the guy, you know.
Wow, Ian gave it the full sigh there.
The full side, but he's betting a little bit too much, I think, yeah. How much is he betting?
18,000.
That's a fantastic bet, Jesse. This is going to get called. He's got to call him.
Of course he does.
Well, 62,000 pot, and he's bet 18 into it. And I mean, it looks like a strong bet, but, you know, Lampitt in his head now just cannot bring himself to fold this hand now.
Well, who could?
Well,
He checked the flop, he's bet the turn, he's bet the river, I mean.
if he starts trying to get creative, this is going to be absolute curtains. I think he knows where he is, but he just can't help but pay it off.
Well, who wouldn't, really? I mean, he's got ace-queen. I mean, you know, what if Frazer had queen-jack here? Would he check? He might have checked the river, you think?
Yeah.
What if he had...
He's having a think about it. As I said to you, the pot's so big for the bet, he's going to pay it off. You've got to feel sorry for him, ain't you, Jesse?
I just don't see any way out of it for him.
Straight.
Ace jack.
That's
He
the
called it.
story.
Yeah.
Can I see
And,
that?
Just put yours in frame of and I'll take it.
this poor kid, this is his first time watching TV, and Frazer wants to see his hand. Oh, Ian. But he's got the money.
He knows what bad shape he was in pre-flop
Yeah, he
now,
does.
don't he? Yeah,
Well, I think that's a sign that these guys do want to know how Lampitt is playing. Unfortunately for Lampitt, that took a huge chunk out of him.
wow, look at this. 18% bet frequency by Ian Frazer. He's won 10 pots and he's 207,000. He's a massive chip leader at the moment, Jesse.
I've always played cards, you know, as a teenager growing up, kicking around golf clubs and snooker clubs. It was always the second part. You know, initially you'd be there for the golf or the snooker, but then you'd be playing cards on the sideline. So I've always loved playing cards, but didn't even know what Hold'em was all about. I mean, I went away to Vegas with a good pal of mine for a weekend jolly, and it was when the World Series was on, and just the whole sort of feel and sheer excitement of seeing it all going on. I was blown away, and I mean, I wanted to play straight away, so that sort of got me going, and I seemed to adapt very easily to it. The first tournament I went in, I won it. And it was a massive pay. It was like $500,000, so that'd be the eye line. My family support me a lot. They drive me crazy. I was on Ladbrokes last night and they had the Poker Million qualifier. I got to the stage where we was about 7 people left, and it was dinner time. So I said, I'll sit out for a little while, and they went, no, just bring your laptop over the table. So anyway, I had dinner, I kept playing with poker. And then I had them all around me, all 3 girls and my wife as well, and when I won, I mean, it was a massive cheer went up. So yeah, this the World Open now. I mean, the 3 events that go is the UK, the European and the World, and I've won the other 2. So I desperately would like to win this. I mean, obviously there's great players in it, but I think I'm probably about one of the best in the country at this 6-handed televised structure, because I know I've got the game to win. You know, you can't win it if you're out early, but then again, you can't win it if you don't put your chips in. So yeah, watch out, I'm coming.
Frazer now looking very strong, and if you get in a pot with him, I mean, he is always trying to win it. You better have a big hand if you want to beat Frazer in a pot.
Yeah, well, it helps when you're hitting cards as well. I mean, for him to make that straight at the right time, and you know, for the other guy to improve on his hand as well, to make his hand Lampitt, well,
Pass.
he's going to have to start getting busy with 40.
Well, Haller and Mark Herron, they kind of look around him like, oh, jeez. He got all Lampitt's chips.
Sort of better not raise you.
Yep.
Theo's thinking he's dangerous now. He's got too many chips.
I would have passed.
Oh, damn
No
it.
raise there, love? No raise.
You know what he's just said to him now? If it comes a raggedy flop, Frazer's hit it. That's why he said I would have passed. But I think we're going to see a bet from Dalton and a passer now.
8,000.
I think I've got some of this.
Yeah.
Well,
Pass.
Go to Specsavers, sir.
Ian's still trying to stack his chips. Look how close to the line Ian stacks those chips.
And the reason for that is, Jesse, to intimidate the rest of the table. Look at my chips.
It works.
Yeah, of course it does.
Nice
We see
little turn
that
card there.
happen last week also, didn't we?
You don't get a penny off me if I don't get it.
Yeah. He's
last week?
But I just,
oh, with Ian Woodley, you mean?
Yeah, Ian Woodley stacking them up right
I had a
there.
funny feeling he was going to go all in.
I mean, these guys, you know, it's every trick in the book,
Yeah,
isn't it?
exactly.
You know, you have to use every weapon in your arsenal.
Any bit of advantage they could try and get, they would do it.
6,000 on Herron.
Yeah, Herron's getting a bit itchy now, but he's going to wait.
Raise to 16,000 total.
I thought you'd out then.
Yeah, Dalton finding the jack queen and raising it up.
I feel like the body language of this table right now. Frazer and Dalton are the two guys in this game, and everybody else is just sort of sitting on the sidelines. Although Haller here, he's
Haller's got a little bit quiet, to be honest. Yeah,
he's aware, isn't he? It's a big pot now.
Yeah, and they've both missed.
Check.
He's
Check.
got a chance of a straight Haller here, and he's going to take it for free.
Yeah, I think Theo has backed off here. He thinks that Haller has to. I don't.
Well,
he does not want to do too many chips in this pot, does he?
Well, no, he's not. He's in the blind, and he could have any of it.
Should Christoph bet now?
Check.
Well, Theo's going to try and take it down here, but we could see a move here from Haller.
16,000.
I mind you, it's a big bet by Theo. It's a nice bet.
I
Pass.
like that bet.
Yeah, well, if he bets 8,000 or something small 10,000, he's going to get raised. That's a good bet, Theo.
It's funny. I mean, sometimes when a guy
I
just
think the ace of diamonds was ahead there, Christoph. I think the ace of diamonds was ahead there.
The ace of diamonds, yeah. Wins the whole pot.
Notice the way he pulled the suit as well, Jesse.
What was it that Park always says? He says in Ireland they consider a very bad form to volunteer a lie, but if you get asked, it would be a shame, you know, it would be considered impolite not to lie.
Pass.
Here we go. Razor Frazer. Ace queen.
Raise to 18,000 total.
Christoph
Pass.
gets out of the way very quickly with the queen jack there. And Marky 147
Pass.
shows his not so good hand. I
Nice
don't know what it
fold.
was. And a bit of advertising also, Jesse.
Ace jack twice,
And
ace
what a
queen.
great level it's been. This 3 and 6,000.
Well, now 4.
Looking at the leaderboard, the guys on top, Frazer and Dalton, it is no accident, Greekfish, because they have done all the work this level.
Of course, I'm very
Gone to
impressed with
5-10.
Theo Dalton in this level. I mean, from very short chip stack, he's built his way up to second position now.
I guess Frazer, in a sense, has had the biggest hands. He's made the big full house against Roland the Wolfe and the big straight against Lampitt.
Yeah, but pre-flop, there's been nothing huge out. I mean, Dalton's woke up with the jacks, but no action for him.
Pass.
Lampitt, is it a big move?
No, he could wait.
Pass.
Can you think back to last week, Antonio Romanello? I mean, that guy went so short and he
Let's see
waited
if
and waited
this,
and waited, didn't he?
Works.
Cool. No raise.
Frazer giving a little
I've got a
speech.
chance then.
Not to get a raise, and he's been rewarded with the flop.
Yeah.
Yep.
Missed.
Yeah.
Although 5 in the belly for Frazer.
Yeah. That's better than having nothing.
10,000.
Oh, you didn't even want to put that one in then, did you?
See, he's read it right, but he don't want to commit no chips to it. Ian just says, no, I've got time and I've got chips. Why should I move with 6-8 when I'm going to have a better opportunity in the next couple of minutes? Although he knows that he could take him off the pot. Why risk it?
Okay.
You see?
Pass.
Frazer's got that experience. He knows that he can make a move on the guy, but he doesn't need to. He can just wait.
No gambling for me just yet. Far off, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, Haller's picked a good time here to get busy against Frazer because he's definitely in cocoon mode. He's got plenty of chips, Frazer, doesn't he?
To be honest, I feel Frazer thought he could win the pot there, and I'm sure he knew he could, but he just didn't need to take an unnecessary risk. And he's right, obviously. He's the one with the chips at the moment. They've got to attack him.
Sounds like a good time to be raising Ian Frazer's blind.
Yeah, well, he's whistling away. He's happy, and this is a move from Anthony Lampitt. He's got to do this now.
Yeah, good
Raise
stuff.
all in.
Well done. That's all you could do with Jack King in that position.
Yeah, if he gets called here, I guess he'll be beat, but he'll be a bit unlucky, won't he?
Well, you know, what's he going to get called by? I mean, it's a good time for him to goal in. I think he's drew his line in the sand now, Jesse, and he says, you know, I'm short stacked, it's not going to take an awful lot for me to goal in. And when you find Jack Kim, it's, you know, it's a big hand, 5 ways, and he's willing to take a risk. You can't blame him for that.
Dalton second in chips. Average chips are 120, and there's only one player above him. Everybody else, oh, just sort of very close, except of course for Lampitt, who's struggling.
Plus.
It's making up the blind here, Herron.
No raise.
Well, Lampitt's thinking, God dear, what do I have to do to get a hand here, you know?
Yeah, I mean, what's the rationale for Herron not raising there?
Well, he doesn't have to. If he raises, he's raising with a terrible hand. It's just simple as that. He could see a free flop.
12,000.
Mark's putting the pressure on you. Mark, he knows that he's short stacked and he ain't going to be able to do nothing unless he's absolutely hit. That's a good bet by Marky. Just takes that down. Now, Theo will be sitting there thinking, oh dear, look at him, he's short stacked and he's going to tap my blind now.
Yeah.
That's what Dalton would be thinking right now. And Lampitt would be thinking the same, but I want to attack his blind, but then he'd probably look down at 2 small rags and think, oh God, there'd be a better spot for me to do it.
Well, I mean, you raise an interesting point, Greekfish. If it does get folded around to Lampitt's small blind, he really should be pushing with almost any 2, shouldn't he?
Well, he's got 39,000. I mean, he's still got enough to make Dalton have a think, you know? I mean, Frazer's looking at the chips now and he's thinking, well, A7's nice, but we've got a short stack opposite, and he knows that he could call with pretty much any 2, so I think Ian's going to throw this away.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, he's working this out now. I mean, if it wasn't short stacked, Lampitt, then might possibly have put in a small raise here. He's trying to pick up a raid here.
He's just showing everybody his chips.
Well,
Raise 25,000.
he's picked something up.
Plus.
Kind of looked around the table and seen nobody strong, perhaps?
Well, he's picked something up. As I said, if you look at it from Frazer's point of view there, I mean, it wouldn't take an awful lot for Lampitt to go all in, you know? He's picked something up.
15,000 is what he's picked up. No razor Frazer.
Yep. Well, he is sharp, isn't he, the old razor? I mean, his record's unbelievable, isn't it, Jesse? I mean, people say that these are flukes and they're lucky. Well, I'd love to be as lucky as he is, you know? What a record he's got.
Plus. Plus. Raise all in.
Well, he's found suited cards down. And he's pushed.
Well, I mean, whether or not Frazer finds something to call with,
Yep,
it's a good aggressive move from a kid who wants to pick up chips.
That's right, but I mean, Frazer's very experienced. It won't take an awful lot for him to call. I mean, that's about the only hand he's going to pass, and he's going to do some advertising. Yeah. And this is the beauty
If it
of
had
the
been
all-in, Jesse.
46, I'd have called.
See, Jesse, the thing with this, if he goes all in, it's going to take a hand to call him. They just can't call him automatically.
Oh, yeah, get all in there, Lampitt. Don't worry about it. I mean, he's got a smile on his face. He's done the first thing. He's not first out. Frazer, of course, chip the leader still. And, you know, I think you get into a spot in these things, Greekfish, where you say, look, I've got nothing to lose.
Well, yeah, and Lampitt's at that spot right now. I mean, he's got to try and make progress, and for him to do that, he's going to have to take 2 of these pots every time it goes round now.
I'm going to suck it out on here. I'd rather it be a little bit higher than that. Not a deuce 4.
Marky's found an hand here. Mark Herron with the ace-jack.
As you'll be calling me all the names under the sun.
28,000.
And that's a good raise. 28,000.
Plus.
That means you can't call chaps unless you've got a monster.
It's a fifth of his stack is what it is.
Well, he could get away from it still. As someone re-raises, he could have a good dwell up and throw it away if he's not happy. But in most cases, this is what will happen. He will take the chips there. And that's exactly what he wanted.
Greekfish, we're starting to get... Oh, that's Herron stacking up his chips. Yeah. We're starting to get to that stage of the heat when the blinds are really too big for 5 players to be at this table. You know, I mean, you've got Frazer, he's comfortable, but nobody else is comfortable right now.
Yeah, it only takes one mistake from the others now. I mean, apart from Herron and Frazer, who've got a few chips.
Plus.
You know, if the others make any sort of mistake, it's for their tournament now.
30.
I mean, Theo Dalton committing 30,000 to this.
But that's why Dalton's done it. I mean, he knows, you know, he's either got to get moving or he's going to start losing.
That's right. But the same way, he could get away from that, you know, if he faces a re-raise.
But it's definitely time. I mean, because Dalton can take a chance now, like you say. But if the blinds go 7 and 15 with his stack, he's either all in on that A7 or out.
Well, he's got 120,000 now.
But he's got 2 bullets right now. But at 7 and 15, he'll be down to 1.
Yeah. Well, if that's the case, what about Haller and Lampitt? I mean, Haller's down to 99,000, Jesse. I mean, what's happened now?
I think Haller's in the same spot as Dalton.
I think
for the next 9 or 10 hands, he's got 2 bullets, and at that point, he's either going to have to have made money, or he's only got 1.
Do you know, it reminds me of Monkey Harris last week. I mean, he started fantastically, and then he just slowed down at the wrong time. You know, went a bit hard dead, and that's what's happened to Haller here.
What is that there? About 35.
This is Frazer trying to get a read now.
39.
39.
Look at this.
49.
He's a mean guy.
I'll
He's
tell you
merciless.
He's absolute class. You see what he's doing now? Look at this, Jesse. He's trying to get a read.
He's ripping the legs off ants is what he's doing.
What a player. What a player.
He's ruthless. He's ruthless.
You cannot teach that, Jesse.
Oh.
He's picking up something. You know, 10-8.
That's enough. Just look at one.
You could, what? The Marquis de Sade gave a class in it.
Wow.
No, you're right. I mean,
Lampitt's thinking about this now, but I think he's going to wait. He can't really commit them all with this.
I mean, this is what makes Frazer great Greekfish, isn't that, you know, he knows that you have to pick up every available chip to get over the finishing line.
How does he know it's going to get through? What drives me mad? I mean, he's got 8-10 and, he's provoking the guy. And then he's putting the chips in. Absolute class.
Yeah, that's what you said. Frazer already knew Lampitt was folding before he raised.
Absolute
And I think
class.
he had a read off Haller as well.
He knows. He just simply knows. I don't know how he knows, but he knows, Jesse.
The razor is sharp. More partypoker.net World Open 3 action up next.
This is the partypoker.net World Open 3. Some of our players are having a frustrating run, whilst others are hitting their cards. Who will have the luck to make it through to the semi-final? Let's get back to our commentators.
Yeah.
I mean, let's talk about doing it the hard way, shall we?
Yeah, well, you know, they're lucky they don't have the seat draw the night before, because Tyson might have stayed in bed. What? I've got the Wolfe on my left and Frazer 2 to my left.
Well, he's got one of them, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm getting it then.
Whoa, Queen 10 suited.
If you check, don't be betting me off the flop again with nothing.
Wow.
I don't mind you raising.
That's a nice angle. Oh dear. Haller's patience has been rewarded here, Jesse. He's found the aces.
Raise 15,000.
When I said I didn't mind you raising, I was only joking.
This could be trouble here, Jess.
Well, like you said, Frazer's had a great nose so far. Can he read Haller?
I think he'll read this.
It's a very strong hand, Queen 10.
Oh dear.
Suited.
One spin.
This is the thing. It could get itself in all sorts of trouble here if he hits the flop.
Yeah, Haller's a great spot. And this is exactly what Christoph has been waiting for. He may get gifted some chips here.
Yeah, he might lose his chips. I mean, Queen 10's, you know, he could bust aces quite easily here. Oh dear.
Well, I've got some of that.
Do you know what? This is impressive. I've got some of that, he says, and checks.
Don't see Frazer getting away from this. Great
I don't know. Frazer's a very good
Be careful.
player.
Don't commit me.
He's trying.
Do you know what? Frazer gets away.
24.
Oh, he's got all in.
Well, he's got top pair. I mean, yeah, he is. I mean, he's got outs. The only good news for Ian Frazer here, of course, Greekfish, is it's only half his stack, but Christoph Haller in great shape.
There's more good news. There's plenty of 10s out there, and there's 2 queens out there.
Taking that, yeah.
Well, I mean, you have to feel like once Frazer's called before the flop, it's all over for him.
Go on, there you go. Look at that. Wow. He's at the 10 straight away.
And now Haller's all in, and Haller's going to be walking unless it comes a 5, an 8, or an ace. Wow. He'll feel a bit aggrieved, too. He'll feel a bit aggrieved, but Haller...
Well, what'd you do if you're in Haller's position there, Jesse?
I think you asked on when's the next bus to Germany?
Ideal flop for you, wouldn't it?
I mean, ace is cracked again.
Ian Frazer was tussled up like a turkey, but the 10 hit the turn and twoper, beating the bullets, and aces getting cracked in the German nightmare.
This is all over now, isn't it? Yeah, mate.
That's a mop-up job, isn't it?
Oh, he's got over half the chips in play. Sometimes he's got to have a little gamble.
The situation pretty serious right now because Frazer not only has half the chips, but the rest of them are spread evenly among the other 3. I mean, he could just knock them sideways.
Well, Frazer will put pressure on, you can be sure of that. He won't do nothing silly meantime, but it will, you know, put the pressure on whenever he thinks he can do it.
Because he knows that these guys are all going to be in a mood to gamble now.
That's correct. And look at this, Mark Herron's got ace king, and he wants a call here. And I think he's going to get, well, he's going to go all in, and he ain't got no choice, has he?
He's going to get all Lampitt's chips back.
Well, the thing is now, not unless he gets unlucky, he's going to take Lampitt out here.
Well, they're like a little schoolboy. You can borrow my bicycle, but give it right back. I mean, that's what Lampitt's had to do.
Exactly what's happening, Jesse, yeah.
I only said you could borrow it for today.
We're going to see Mark's confidence now, because Mark could be thinking, oh, God, no queen, please.
Oh, wow.
Well, let's give draws out now. Now, he don't want his ace. If he hits his ace or a 9, he's beat.
It's giving more outs to Lampitt now. It's a 9 or an ace.
He's in better shape now.
Yeah, queen is the loser, though. Herron would hit the straight.
Oh, that's unbelievable. He's made the straight. He's doubled up again, Lampitt.
He's doubled him up twice.
And he needs a queen here to chop this up.
I don't think he's going to get it.
Oh, look at that. Oh, dear.
Does it again.
And that hurt.
That does
hurt. That hurts.
And what
Herron
you do?
In shock.
What you do, Mark, his position now? He's done nothing wrong at all.
41.
Well,
and all of a sudden, he's found himself in serious trouble because the deck, you know, went against him.
What price Lampitt now to take out Marky Mark? Because, I mean, Mark must be, Herron must be steaming right now.
Oh, you got to feel sorry for him, Jesse. I mean, he's done nothing wrong again. Well, I mean, this guy, you need some form of luck. You need things to go right for you on the day, Jesse. And I'll tell you what, I mean, Mark Herron's had no luck at all, has he? I mean, dear me.
I think Lampitt's made a great showing for himself, though. I mean, he really has. First time ever on TV. He qualified in the home game for this. He's now second in chips.
My turn not to look.
Oh, dear. I feel very sorry for Mark Herron now. You can be sure he'll be going on all in very quickly.
Raise all in.
I bet they don't add to 17. They don't.
He didn't even look at his cards there, Jesse. He's just moved.
How much is it, please?
39, I think.
Yeah, he's right, he is 39. And he's give Theo a decision now because he's only got 119 and he can't call with that. Well, saying that, is he in the blind, Jesse?
Yeah, he is.
It's 29.
Oh, right, it's only 29 more to call. He hates his hand, though, that's the problem. It's hard for him to pass, but I mean, I think he's going to.
Well, I mean, Dalton only has to look at his own stack and say, you know,
I agree with
forget
that.
about Herron. I've got what I've got.
I think Theo's made the right pass in that situation. I mean, what can he beat? Let's be honest. He doesn't want to go to bingo. He knows he's a better player than that. And he's going to wait. And you can't argue with that, Jesse.
No, I mean, I think what Theo's showing here is I mean, I don't know, but, you know, it's different. He's got a different sort of composure than Herron showed after Frazer got that 300,000. You know, and maybe it's because he was here before, Greekfish.
Do you know what?
But, I mean, Dalton is not worried about Frazer having 300,000. He says, look, I got my chips, and I think Herron might have just had a brief flash of maybe low confidence there, you know. Oh, jeez, it's been taken away from me.
Tyson Theo Dalton has matured. That's exactly what's happened here since his last UK Open heat.
He ain't worried about Frazer right now.
He doesn't have to be. He knows in his own ability.
Well, he doesn't have to worry about Frazer. Well, Frazer's the only guy left at the table.
Well, look at this. I mean, Frazer's picked something up here. And he's hit as well. Oh, my dear, look at this. They've hit a set. I mean, what's the odds of the case 2 coming out there?
Yeah, it was pretty interesting. I mean,
Jesse.
Lampitt has limped on the button here with the
10,000.
ducks and gotten a 3-way pot.
You just feel that things are going right for him all of a sudden, isn't it?
They are, aren't
I mean, he's hit the case 2. I mean, dear me.
Cool.
And he's just called. That's that's exactly the right play. Let's see if Frazer can smell this one.
Well, it's kind of tough for him because unless it is 3 deuces, it looks like Lampitt's got some kind of draw,
That's exactly right. Maybe a club will come and slow him down. I mean, about the worst card that Frazer could hit now is an 8 or a 9. And
Maybe
that helps.
the second worst.
Check.
Well.
Oh, he's checked.
Yeah, that helps. I mean, he's putting on some important man. He's just called, don't forget.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens here.
Playing it really cagey. They both
There's
got
a spade. Yeah, there's the 3rd spade on there. It's unlikely that someone's got a flush, but it's just another possibility.
Was you flushing on me?
If he was flushing here, and then he would have been going for the clubs, not the spades. But Ian wants to try and get a bit of information here, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't know if he should bet for value
or
try and check to induce a bluff, but he thinks he's good, doesn't he?
Well, I must imagine he thinks he's good, but maybe a stopper bet here. I don't know.
Check.
Look, Ian knows something. He smells a rat. He smells a rat. And how Lampitt's going to get paid, I just don't know.
I think
What's he
Lampitt's...
going to bet?
17,000.
Well, he's going to get paid with that bet, surely. I'm just worried about Frazer going over the top now.
I think Ian was betting, was calling no matter what he bet. I mean, how could he not?
Well,
what could he not beat?
Well, he's going to sit there, look at that board and think, what can I beat? I could only beat a bluff.
I could even put you on a pair of queens or something here. Do you know that? No thanks.
Plus.
Well done, Frazer. That is an excellent fold.
That was insane.
Unbelievable. For showing his class again, Jesse.
I feel kind of bad for Lampitt there, Greekfish. I mean, he deserves more money than that.
I'll tell you, he did play well with the 2s, but I mean, how did he hit the last 2 in the deck anyway? Looking at this leaderboard, Jesse, I mean, 17 hands won by Ian Frazer, but look at Mark Herron, he's won 20 hands and he's bottom with chips. He's got 76,000, 30% strike rate. I mean, his betting frequency, 30%, Jesse, and he's last.
6 diamonds exposed.
And should Frazer move on Herron with most hands here, or with not many?
I couldn't tell you.
I suppose.
I mean, Frazer's thinking this guy's going to go all in with anything decent.
Raise.
I can't believe this. He's relentless.
He is. Cool. He is.
They've both got the same mind games going on. Let's get the chips in first, and the other one to fold.
Call down, not a folding.
Would you?
I mean, Mark's, he's coming to play, isn't he, Jesse? He just wants to get him in first. He's got 61,000 chips now, and he's going to be all in.
Frazer's showing a lot of presence. I mean, even though he's got all these chips, he knows you have to keep pushing, I guess, Greekfish, or else someone's going to catch up quickly.
Oh, he's pounding him, isn't he?
40,000.
Raised to 40,000 total.
Can Dalton get away from this hand if he gets re-raised, is the question.
Well, it's going to... No, he can't get away now. Oh, dear, look at this. This is really unlucky for him to walk into this. He's got a nice 10 suited there, and...
Was it automatic here for you?
It's not automatic. It's how he feels. He's going to try and get a read off Dalton, but I mean, ace 10 don't look that good when you paid $7,000 for a tournament. I mean, he's facing a race and one of the tightest players at the table. He could be absolutely miles behind there, and he knows that. I mean, it's one of them situations where if it's a jack or a queen, it's an automatic call for him, or a re-raise, I should say. But ace 10 is marginal,
It looks like Ian's starting to talk to himself and saying, I don't need to take this on.
No, he's right. And also, don't forget, he's got Mark behind him.
I mean, the last thing Frazer wants to do is double up Dalton. He's not to know that he's up against a smaller ace, is he?
Yeah, and Dalton's got 100,000. I mean, should he double him up, then they're going to be level on chips. Wow. I think that's a good fold. He's an all in here.
All in announced from Herron. He doesn't need as much.
Look at that. He's got king, queen of diamonds, and Frazer's folded the ace 10 of diamonds.
Well, Dalton's problem is that Herron doesn't have enough to make him fold.
No.
Dalton has to call with any two.
He'd be delighted to see he's in front.
He will be. Although, Frazer has folded an ace, hasn't he?
Yeah, and all the diamonds are out as well.
This probably, I would imagine, the pot, Greekfish, you have to feel for who's going to take on Frazer.
Well,
and with no discredit to Lampitt, but right now, Herron and Dalton, the ones who are the busiest of the others.
But Dalton's a slight favourite here, but it's like a coin flip, isn't it? I mean,
10 of diamonds I passed.
Cheers.
he's declared his hand, Frazer. He's declared ace 10 of diamonds was passed.
It is Marky Mark all in, but Dalton's got most of his chips in there as well. And that's a good flop for Dalton.
Keep him low, please, Amanda.
Low into red.
We did ask the dealer nicely, didn't we? Keep them low.
Ace plays. Will it hold?
It's a big favourite at the moment, Jess.
I'm more low, man.
Just 6 cards in the deck for Mark Herron. And if one of them doesn't come, Tyson's going to be back in it. Herron's on his last legs here. Can he catch a card? No.
No.
That's unfair.
He's played really well, Jesse, isn't he? You've got to feel sorry for him.
The big news, of course, Tyson Dalton, who got it all in a straight race, really, and the ace held. The 5 on the river made 2 pairs for Theo Tyson Dalton, who was emerging as a big challenger right now to the Razor Frazer.
It's very frustrating. Yeah, I mean, the way I lost all my chips, I was like a 70% favourite to win, and then about 80% on the flop, and he hit a 7-hour on me. So, but that's just the way it goes.
Ian's got 318,000. He's got over half the chips in play now. I mean, you know, he don't have to do nothing drastic. He's keeping the pressure on when he needs to.
Pass.
Has Lampitt drew his sign? No, he's got 10-3.
Opportunity knocks for Dalton.
Well, let's see if Dalton fun. Oh, well played, Theo.
Pass.
Yeah, this
Come on, Jesse, that's great play. That is. He sensed the weakness. Goes, you're not limping in this pot. I'm raising. Yeah, well played, Dalton.
About 4 or 5 years ago, me and a couple of friends, we heard about poker tournaments and stuff, and we went up to a casino thinking we were going to go and play a 7-card poker tournament. Never played Hold'em, but that's what they had on there that night. And I said, oh, we're here now, sort of thing, you know, we might as well enter it. Just a £20 rebuy, but I ended up winning it. You know, I thought, well, we'll carry on, we'll come up and keep coming up, and I was doing really well. And it was from there, from doing really well, that I decided to give up my job as a train driver and try and take it seriously, you know. It wasn't easy because to win tournaments isn't an easy thing, but I was keeping myself ticking over. And then a friend got me into playing on the internet, and at first I did not want to play on the internet. I thought, how can you win? It's a computer, you know, how can you trust it and all that sort of thing. But thank God that he put me onto it, because I did really well. It can be stressful when things are going bad. At first I had it easy, you know, everything seemed to go exactly how I wanted. I was always making the money online, and I thought, this is easy, you know, this is just great. But as people learn more and more, it gets harder and harder, and it is hard now, and I've had my downswings as well as my upswings. I'm a poker player, that's what I am now. I couldn't imagine being anything else. I don't want to be anything else. The ups, the downs, it's all part of it. It's an adrenaline rush, there's the excitement. You can get to travel if that's what you want to do. I mean, what other job can I do? I can go and sit in an office from 9 to 5, it would drive me up the wall, I just couldn't do it. If I want to win this, I'm going to have to play my best, and it's down to me not to make a mistake. If I don't make a mistake, then fate will decide it. And hopefully today, fate will be on my side.
Welcome back to the partypoker.net World Open 3. I mean, Frazer's picked up some big hands tonight, but Theo Dalton has got his chips just by sheer grit.
I'm so impressed with Theo.
He's been like Spider-Man.
With Frazer, I mean, you expect it, but Theo Dalton, dear me, how much has he improved?
Cool.
Hey,
I mean, he played like this when he took out the Devilfish. You know, the Devilfish played some of the best poker ever seen on TV that night.
Yeah, I remember the heat.
Okay.
Fantastic heat that was. Let's have a look here. Now they've both got very bad hands.
Why has Dalton limped in here? What's the rationale?
I haven't got a clue, but if I'm sitting in Frazer's seat now, I'm thinking he must have a big hand.
And this 30,000 between two born thieves without a penny in their pocket.
Oh, there's a straight draw now to Dalton.
Check.
Pot to Frazer.
Yeah. Will he ever go at it?
Check.
He's giving him respect. That's what I'm saying. Dalton, you know, just making a blind up. Frazer thinks he must have some form of hand for him to do that. Oh, that's just bingo card for Dalton, but he can't get no money out of Frazer.
20,000.
No, check.
He makes himself look weak if he does that.
No thanks.
Yeah, of course. I mean, he can really only check there.
But it's a good bet, Jesse. I mean, he's not to know.
Frazer has.
Yeah, he's not to know that Frazer's got absolutely nothing. For all he knows, Frazer's slow playing the ace, you know.
Yeah, of course he is.
But I'll tell you what, Lampitt's got to move very, very quickly now. It's gone like, you know, one-way traffic in that respect. This is what we're talking about, going out of a whimper and going out with...
Well, I mean, I feel like Lampitt, I wonder if he might be suffering, Greekfish, from not realizing how quick these blinds are going to go around now. He's never been in this spot before.
True.
You know, by the time he looks up, he's going to have 30,000 in chips.
Yeah, but the thing is, he's been absolutely carded, hasn't he, Jesse? He's not had anything to play with.
No, he hasn't.
I mean, it's all right us saying you've got to make a move. Well, what does he make a move with? 4-eye? He needs a hand. Frazer's found Jack Queen here. Dalton's raised it up a little bit.
Now, he did tell Theo that he was coming over the top of him the next time. Is he going to back that up? He talked the thing is,
he said that to Theo, and Theo's still raised. So that's what he's thinking. He's not silly to raise with nothing.
Well, you know what? Daddy said he was going to stop the car and just kept on driving. But Lampitt looking at a flop.
Well, I think in his head he's psychologically all in already, Lampitt.
Stop and go would be nice. Not now.
Well, that's unbelievable, isn't it? He's flopped it.
I'll tell you what.
Oh, dear.
Do you know who's gotten out of a pickle here? Is Ian Frazer. He folded Jack Queen for crying out loud.
Oh, my good God. Well, you've got to feel sorry for that Lampitt now.
Well,
I can't see how he's going to keep his chips in. And Theo's checking straight behind him.
They both think they're slow playing here. I mean, Lampitt has to be convinced he's best and is wondering how he can get Theo's chips. He'll bet them all in now.
Nah, he just wants to put a small bet. He's going to call the raise. Got no choice. I mean, Dalton's played it to perfection, really. I mean, it's not very often you're going to flop Jack 8 full house, are you?
Raised.
Frazer's just waiting to scream out that he had 3 jacks.
Yeah. You're absolutely right, Jesse. He would have been locked up.
I mean, poor Lampitt. He can't get away from this Greekfish. I mean, the 8 looks good.
Well, he can't fold. I'm sure he looked down at his chips and he say, I can't fold. What's he got left? Like 25,000?
Roland.
Yeah, he's got no choice. And Frazer's going to be the most happiest bloke in this building.
Mate, you'd have had all my chips. Jack Queen. Lucky man.
You know what? First time in this format, first time on TV with this field. He should hold his head up high, Anthony.
Yeah, he's done himself proud. And after all, it's his first tournament like this on TV.
He peeled off a flop to take a peeky, and peekaboo, he caught the 2 pair. Little did he know, Dalton had the full.
I think I've done myself quite well, to be honest. I don't think I've done too badly. Considered it's my first TV tournament, and takeaway experience, definitely.
And here it is, the man himself against the Hampstead Kid. There's always a kid, isn't there? And in this time, it's in the form of Theo Tyson Dalton. But he has taken down a man before. He's taken down the Devilfish before. Is Frazer going to be tougher to topple?
Well, Devilfish heads up is, you know, very hard to topple, but, you know, Ian Frazer's just different gravy, isn't he? I mean, 33-year-old Theo Dalton here. I mean, he's been there before, he's won before. I mean, he's got a mountain to climb, but he's capable of doing it.
There's not much difference right now in these stats, but just thinking back over this heat, Dalton's had to work harder to get here.
Yeah, I think he's played absolutely fantastic, I've got to say. Win, lose or draw now, I think he's been absolutely brilliant today.
That's how Theo got his nickname. Devilfish walked off the table and said, I feel like I've just gone 10 rounds with Tyson.
Let's see how Theo plays this.
Call.
He's just called. Now Frazer knows usually a king heads up is good. How much does he like it? Is he going to put the pressure on?
That's a good question.
Raise 30,000 more.
He's asking the question straight away. Well, what's Theo thinking here?
I mean, the other thing Frazer's saying,
Cool.
that Greekfish, is that he's saying to Dalton, I don't believe you're going to be limping in with big hands.
Yeah, yeah, and he's quite right as well. But the thing is now, Dalton's got 6-7. If he hits the flop, how's he going to play it? I mean, Frazer's got lucky with a king now. I mean, and Dalton's completely... I mean, that's a terrible flop for him, isn't it?
Jeez, Ian's got enough to check here.
He has, yeah. And try and let Dalton bet a little bit.
30,000.
Uh-oh.
No, he won't.
Well,
Theo has made an amazing play. He's
calling the bluff here.
Yeah, he's called to bluff.
And I mean, if Frazer didn't have the king, it'd be wonderful. Right now, it's curtains time, I would imagine.
Well, if Frazer checks, which he's surely going to do, he's picked up a straight draw, Dalton.
I mean, can Frazer be worried about his kicker here?
Well, he can be, I suppose, but he must know that his kings are good now.
How can they be? What could Dalton call with that doesn't beat him?
It's very true, but I mean, he knows that heads up, you know, a pair of kings are massive, absolutely massive.
But I mean, Greekfish, if Dalton had an ace, he would have pushed before the flop. If he had a pocket pair, same thing. It has to be a king or a four, doesn't it?
Oh dear. Maybe that's what Ian's thinking. Well, I'll tell you what, if he checks here, we're soon going to find out.
If it is a king that Dalton has, then Frazer's in trouble.
He knows
If it's
that,
a four, he's drawn very dead nearly. I mean, what's better here for Frazer to find out? Should he bet or should he check?
Well, if he bets, he's got to bet at the right amount. If he doesn't bet the right amount, then Theo's plan's going to work.
I think he's worried.
He is worried. He is worried. What can he
45.
do? That's a big bet. That's the right bet. There's 150 in the middle. He's bet 45.
Raise.
I can't believe it. He's done it, Jess.
He has. I think he's gone all in. And he does have an out here. A five would make him a straight.
Raise. You raise all in.
Has he called him?
What?
No.
Passed?
Yep.
What? What happened?
Frazer's re-raised. Frazer re-raised. He knew where he was, Jesse.
Oh my.
Oh my God, that's got to come down as a mistake. What a gutsy play by Theo.
God, I missed the action there. I didn't think Dalton could make a raise that wasn't all in, but he did. And Frazer just snapped him up.
He took a shot at him, yeah. I mean, you've got to admire the player Theo there. He's just unlucky. I mean, that works against most other players for sure. I mean, how's he, you know, he's found someone with kings. I mean, if he had any other hand, how could he call?
I'll find out for you now.
How do you know with the new nose, Greekfish? Frazer did that all so
20,
quick.
40, 50.
It's like a battering ram.
60.
He's like the Trojan horse.
It's amazing. How did he know?
80, 92.
92,000.
Oh, that hurts. Dalton's in massive trouble. 90,000 left.
Yeah, well,
and do you know Frazer's going to be taking a pop now?
I mean, Theo,
what a gutsy
he's
play,
played
Jesse.
so well to get here, and he risked it all on that. It was gutsy, but...
Yeah, but you have to go with your gut. It's easy to say he's not going to be pushed around. He's been awesome tonight,
No,
Theo
that's
has.
wrong. Sorry, guys. You are actually 15 and you are actually 7.
The card's been dealt right or wrong?
Yeah, they've been dealt right. Sorry about that, guys.
Frazer calls anything, yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, Frazer, I mean...
Theo's got to take... Oh, they got the same hand, don't
Wow.
they? Theo's got to take a deep breath here, doesn't he, Greekfish? And just realize what he's got to work with. He's actually...
No raise.
He's got more chips than he had than when he went head up against Devilfish. So...
One double up his back in, mate.
Absolutely.
Now who's going to risk it? I'll say favourites Theo now.
Yep.
Check, check.
He can't just leave this in the middle now, Theo's got to try and have a pop at it.
I feel you're right.
And I hope it goes through for his sake, you know.
Well, it's not going to not go through.
Okay.
I mean, the worst he can do is tie, as it turns out.
Yeah. You get some money in first.
Frazer's thinking, geez, I really don't want to double this guy up.
Okay.
Both check.
But if Dalton moves in on the river,
Yeah, but
such a big ask.
he doesn't have to, does he? Oh, that's that.
Check.
That's a split now.
Yeah.
10,000.
You have to go
Minimum
15.
15.
And now he's going to re-raise all in, and Frazer might actually fold.
15,000.
No,
Cool.
he's just called it.
Got 10.
I've got a 9 with it. But it don't matter.
Got Jack.
It's flip-flop.
Oh dear.
It was a strange play by Theo, but I mean, you've got to say, you've got to admire the way he's done that, Jesse.
It was
He's got
gutsy.
guts. Yeah, very, very
was
big
gutsy.
play. I'm saying if Ian never had a king or a 4, I mean, what's he doing with his hand? It goes in a
I
bit.
wonder what the river card was. Any chance you think it was a 5?
Oh.
Probably not. The blinds are up to 10 and 20,000 now. I don't know if it matters so much. Perhaps it's actually not that bad for Dalton. If he does start winning some blinds, it's gonna.
Well, if anyone could do it, you know, it's Dalton.
Yeah.
He's proven like this.
Frazer's having a think about this.
Yeah, he's got Jack-8 suit. It's a nice hand heads up. Maybe sticking a little raise maybe.
Cool.
Yeah, just cool.
I'm all in.
Yeah.
Raise all in.
There's a decision here, you know. He can call.
Well,
I've seen him make calls like this before for all in.
I mean, if he was gonna call the raise, wouldn't he just?
Yeah, but you know the way he's looking at it now, he's got a shot of getting him out. Does he like his hand enough? He'll try and pick up something before making his mind up.
There's 40,000 in the pot.
No, he's going to wait, and that's probably the correct decision.
Definitely a mark of respect, or fear even.
Well, he doesn't want to double him up easy, you know. I mean, he's got, you know, 140,000 there, Theo. One double up to 180 is anyone's game again. And it just shows you, that's from not going all in with that bluff, Jesse.
Yeah, he left himself something back in case he got hungry or thirsty before the end of this heat. And as it turns out, he's made it into a playable stack.
He's a grinding machine, you know, Theo Dalton, dear me, he always does this. He's going to bide his time and he's going to wait for his chance. He's changed gears, he's played really, really well.
He has been, and if he does get second here, all that'll get him is a certificate from you to hang on his wall. But beyond that, from the money end of it, he's going to be a little bit thin.
Yeah, he's had a really hard heat, dear me.
So he's still got to topple the mountain of Frazer. And I've got news for you. It hasn't been done very often.
No. Does he like his 2-3, Jesse? I know what he's thinking. He's sitting there thinking, well, you know, can Theo really have a hand to call a raise with?
You know, as awesome as Ian Frazer is, I do get the feeling sometimes that when he gets heads up, I mean, he plays a great game, but I feel like he's a little bit less comfortable in this spot than he is when it's 6-handed, 5-handed, 4-handed. You know, this is the kind of spot when you have to do a lot more thinking. You know, he hasn't played 7,400 hours online heads up like some of these internet players have, you know.
I'll tell you what, he's got so much experience, you'll be surprised. Ian knows exactly what to do here. You've got 2 good players that know what to do here.
Well, that's true. That's true.
Yep.
I mean, let's not forget Mike Herron, who went out, you know, played a great game, just got unlucky constantly. You know, Haller started off really fast as well and then drained away. I mean, they've earned the right to be here, both these players.
Oh, for sure.
And look at this. Straight in the face.
Well, it's just the end. That is just the end
what you
for
do
Dalton.
here?
Well, you know exactly what you do. You stick your chips in and call that the cold deck. I mean, Dalton's got top pair.
I mean, what
30,000.
you know, you need luck as well. I mean, what can you do? Frazer's flopped 2 pair. He's going to try and get everything now.
He's just got a decision about whether or not he wants to get him in now or get him in on the turn. Right?
Well, that's right, yeah.
And the same with Dalton.
Yeah.
Dalton thinks he's best.
Well, he's got to think he's best. I mean, heads up, he's got top power.
Cool.
The only saving grace is an 8 here for Dalton.
Yeah, like you say, an 8 is what Dalton needs to get out of it. There's a couple of split pots out there. Actually, something like running 10s or, you know, any running pair higher than 6s would also give Dalton the win.
Well, Ian's hit the cards tonight.
He has. Put Theo all in. A 7 or an 8 now for Theo Dalton. Everything else, and it's Frazer to the semis.
It's all over, Jesse.
Yeah.
Wow. Theo's been absolutely brilliant now. You shouldn't feel too bad, Jesse.
Go on the Frazer.
No, Tyson's played a great game, but Ian Frazer just a little too tough tonight.
Am I pleased with the way I played? up to a point. I didn't start off too well. I could have done a couple more things early on, but it didn't make a difference. I got to heads up and I had the chip lead. So I'm disappointed with the hand that I played. I didn't need to get that involved there. But in saying that, the hand I went out on when I had the Queen 8 and he's got the Queen 6, I'm going to do a hell of a lot of chips there anyway, even if I hadn't played the hand that way. So that's the way it goes, I suppose.
Well, you saw it here. They call him the best in the world this format, and Ian Frazer, you proved it again. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You just seem to be on fire from the go today. Your instincts were on.
Yeah, my game was pretty spot on today. I mean, I got away from a couple of big hands where I could have lost loads of chips, and once I got away from them, I knew I was going to be banging on the door at the end anyway.
Yeah, I mean, the real blow, of course, that huge hand against Theo Dalton at the end there when you had the King 3. How did you know you were good?
Well, I knew he was calling me to make a move on me, which suited me down to the ground, but then I just had another thought come in my mind. Maybe he might, have another pair or something, and I knew he was going to put me all in. I knew he was going to raise, sorry, and I just sort of, I had to get my chips in as quick as lightning in case I changed my mind.
Well, that
was basically it.
And that was the blow, because, I mean, Dalton played a great heat to get there.
Yeah, I felt like he was playing a real good game. Obviously, I couldn't see his cards, but, I showed him quite a lot of respect, on his big blind, and I think he showed me a little bit. I really enjoyed the game. Obviously, when you win, you do, but it was a good heat.
Well, now, you've won 2 major televised tournaments already. It's been almost 4 or 5 tournaments since you found yourself in this spot. Do you feel like you got to prove that you're back?
No, I don't think it's... you don't have to prove it. I mean, just keep churning the results out. I just don't stop winning these 6-handed TV events. Not the whole thing, but the tournaments. I'm probably winning 1 in 3.
Well,
so.
At least. And you're in the semis now. The rest of the field will take notice. What a semifinal lineup it's shaping up to be. But next time, the teacup. Vicky Corin takes the table. And Eddie Herron, he's got some big boots to fill. We'll see you on the partypoker.net World Open 3.
I've got the track record. I'm coming.